Hey y'all, this is a really quick video response to She's Locked Up. Her post was, Young Queens, let's talk about sex, boys, and babies. This one goes sit down. I just wanted to add my input, my little 2 cents. Um, just as she was, I was a teen mother. I had my son at 18, I was pregnant at 17. So I definitely know that it does not stop your life, when you have a child young, but it definitely alters it in a way that you really have to question, are you ready to give it up? You know, um, like I said, I was pregnant at 17, had him at 18. I actually had him 3 weeks after I graduated high school. So I'm definitely blessed to have graduated and graduated on time because a lot of other mothers, a lot of other young girls who were pregnant did not graduate. Um, but as I was, having a baby, uh, my classmates were going off to college. And here I am, 24, and a lot of my classmates have graduated or they're in school for their masters or, graduate classes or whatever. Um, I'm pretty much just getting started because I went back last fall. He was 5. So it definitely does put a hold to some things. Look it up. It definitely puts a hold to some things. I was just telling somebody today that I'm tired. I have a 5-page paper due, plus my regular homework for this online class I'm taking. And both my parents are deceased. So my grandmother raised me. So I was asking her, can he come over for a few hours? Can you keep him for the day? Let me catch up on his homework. I just need to breathe. I need a break, whatever. She's like, no, I raised you and I've paid my dues and da 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 da. Then she was like, you can come over. Then she called me back and said, well, just was telling you that you can come over here and let him bring his video games and you can do your homework over here. And I said, well, I can do that here, So I definitely appreciate the fact that she raised me. She doesn't understand that I need a break, though, sometimes. Um, Definitely need a break. My birthday is in March. That's the last time I've been out. Um, I'm single. I choose not to settle. There have been people who have confronted me and want a relationship with me or whatever, but I choose not to settle because I know what I'm worth and I know what my son needs in his life. And honestly, I don't even date. I'm doing homework, I'm taking care of my son, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing things like that. I'm 24, I don't date. Because I'm not going to take my son, on a date, and I don't know this guy. I'm not going to expose him to somebody who could potentially be crazy. Not going to get a child attached to anybody, and then I don't like the guy. Or, it's just so many things. And I didn't have a 21st birthday party. It's just, you do give up a lot. Now, I must say, I wanted a baby. So, he was in no way a mistake or anything like that. I did want him. And I'll say that because I was an orphan. My mother died when I was a baby. My father died when I was 8. I had my grandmother, which is not the same thing. It's always great to have somebody who steps in and fills those shoes. And she did what she had to do, trust and believe. Though there was that generational, gap. So I could never really talk to her about things that I needed to talk to. Like, she never even had the sex talk with me. Like, I remember my aunt having a sex talk with me. Her daughter, my dad's sister. So I could never talk to my grandmother about things like that. So it wasn't a lot of family I had growing up, and I was desperate to have my own family. And I wouldn't give them back for the world. If I were to go back, I might wait until after college, but I would still want my same baby and everything. So you definitely are, you know, postponing things, putting your life on hold. And do you really want to, do things while at the right time. I mean, I'm not saying don't go back if you're older or whatever. I'm definitely not saying that. But like now, I'm getting ready to go to a university. I'm transferring from community college, and all the younger kids are about to go live in the dorms. I want to live in dorm. I'm 24 with the baby, with a 6-year-old actually. And yeah, they have apartments on campus, but I'm not paying that much. They're ridiculous. I have people who I grew up with who are getting promotions and traveling across seas for their jobs already, and I always had great grades, like great. So I know that I would have been successful, and I'm not saying that I won't be, but it was just a hold put on it. So right now in my life, I have chosen to be celibate. I stopped drinking. Like I never drank a lot anyways, but like when I was to go out, like me and the girlfriends will get like, have too many drinks, and that's not cool. I'm a child of God, and I'm supposed to show that reflection everywhere I go. People are supposed to see God when they see me. So I gave that up. Never smoked, anything like that. I just feel like I have to be the best role model I can be for my son. His father is double my age and add a few. And when I left him, because he was very controlling, I left him on before my son turned 3. He decided he wasn't going to do his part as a father. So I am a single mother. So I need to say, ladies, even if a man is showing you that he's going to be a man and he's going to, be that best father and whatever it may be, that all changes when you decide this isn't going to work. So please, try to hold out, stay celibate if you're not a virgin. If you are a virgin, stay that way. You are way more valuable than what these guys want to say you're worth. They're not valuing you. They're not they belittle you, they degrade you. It's a shame, actually. It really is. And it's sad, the times that we're living in. I worry about my son every day when I send him to school. It's just crazy because kids are being exposed to so much more than what even I was exposed to, And I'm sure that I was exposed to way much more than what my father was exposed to in that generation or whatever. Like, actually, while my son was in kindergarten, there was a little boy in his class, and my son came and told me, and he said such and such told me to pull my penis out. And he said, I didn't do it, Mama. I didn't do it. I said, okay. And I went and spoke to the teacher, and she said, oh, yes. He was telling this to a lot of the boys or whatever, and a few of them actually did it. And she said, and their little ding-dongs were hard and da-da-da-da-da. Like, I mean, seriously, at 5 years old, you have a little boy telling other little boys to take out their private parts. Like, seriously, it is time to get serious and protect our kids and talk to our kids about everything, because, I mean, it's weird because you don't want to have certain talks with your child too early. But it's getting crazy out here. It really is. And I don't know, everybody just needs to definitely value yourself as for who you are and for what you are. And your body is your temple, and God cannot live in your body if you put in everything else in your body that is not supposed to be in there. A tree cannot bear good fruit and evil fruit. So how can something good and bad live in you? You have to stick to what you believe in and your values and your morals. And you know, because nobody is going to respect you. Nobody is going to love you if you don't respect you, if you don't love you. So, ladies, I'm just saying, value yourself and honor yourself. Put yourself first. Get your education. Do what you got to do, because guess what? Nobody else is going to make sure that you have it but you. Point blank. So make sure you have it. And when you get ready to have a baby, or you get ready to get married, whatever you decide to do, make sure it's because you want to do it. And if you feel like you want to have a baby, never have a baby because a man says he wants to have you to have his baby. Because guess what? He can walk out that door whenever he gets ready to. So just make sure that whatever you do is because you want to do it. Alright, y'all, this video is long enough. Shouts out to She's Locked Up. I love your channel. As always, great advice. I know you're definitely making a difference, and I hope that everybody is definitely following in your footsteps as far as you know I'm sorry, far as speaking out and making a difference in the community. Alright, y'all.